My name is Wong Jin Gang. Can call me CK lah. Today I will introduce my friends lah. Before I start my interview section, I would like to invite my friend to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hidi bin Abdul Aziz. A little bit about my background. Before this, I studied in UMP, that is University Malaysia Pahang, and I graduated as an electrical engineering. More information about me is before this, I worked at IKEA. That's where I met my old friend CK. We worked together for almost 2 years. And now I'm working as an electrical engineering, a junior electrical engineering. I think that's it lah.
And today we will discuss the importance of code of conduct. And now I will ask some question about the code of conduct lah to Hideo.
Sure.
Hideo, in your opinion what is the code of conduct?
Alright, it's simple. Code of conduct for me, I can put it in one word as guideline. Guideline in doing our job. So that's it lah.
Hideo, for you what you think the content for the code of conduct?
Content for me, there are many insights of code of conduct, which is one of them is ethical principle. More other than that is value company, accountability, standard of conduct, standard and price, and one more disciplinary action.
Okay, since I got some question would like to ask lah.
Yeah.
You say the value of company. Can you explain more? What is the value of company for you lah? At your maybe you say have you worked at IKEA before ma? Have they got some value at the value of the company of IKEA lah? Have mentioned inside the code of conduct.
Alright, let me share to all of you what I say, the most important that I received during working IKEA, the value of a company that during I work at IKEA, they teach me is togetherness.
Oh.
Yes, togetherness. At IKEA I work, I can see you can see yourself the togetherness at the IKEA company lah. Very strong, very strong.
Oh, thank you for sharing. And now I will proceed to the next question. Do you think the code of conduct is very important?
Yes, of course. My opinion, code of conduct is very important because as I mentioned before, before this, code of conduct is guideline for us. So if we don't have the guideline, we will how do I say it's unorganized lah, unorganized.
So that your mean is if no the code of conduct, the employee will do their job according to what they want.
Whatever they want, they will wrong the SOP. This is very important lah, guideline. Like I said, guideline, the code of conduct.
Okay, Hideo, I would like to ask you some question.
Sure.
Has you faced the corruption and conflicts or interest before?
To be honest, during my work time at IKEA and my current job, I faced a few conflict of interest. For example, during my current job, there's a colleague of mine. So whereas he's already married, whereas his partner, or we call it his wife lah, his wife has built her own company. So all I can say is where his husband has a conflict of interest in benefiting more to his wife. Like that.
Oh, okay. And what is your response toward the conflict of interest and corruption? And what will you do when you face the corruption, this kind of case?
Alright. So this is a hard question, but first of all I will refer back to the code of conduct. And then why I refer back to the code of conduct? Because I want to identify the conflict and interest of code of conduct. So after that, I think after I identify, I will refer back to my respective manager lah, whichever person is responsible.
Okay. Like the example you give your current colleague like this when you know your colleague her wife open the company and got the conflict of interest, will you report to the company?
Yes, I think yes, because that is the right thing to do lah. Because me myself, I have integrity. So when things like this happen, I would for sure report lah.
Okay. I would like to ask have the discrimination occurred at your workplace?
I don't think so, no lah. Because sometimes we can say we just joking around. There's no discrimination lah. So at my workplace, I can see that we need to work with plenty of foreigners.
Yeah.
So we at my place we work together. We eat together, we do stuff together, so we need to support each other lah. So for me, there's no discrimination. But I'm not sure about other people lah. Other people, yeah.
I think here that sound like good lah.
Mm.
Because in your company I see have the culture, have the value of togetherness, and you don't care from different background or anything. You all can work together and eat together. This is a very very good thing lah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would like to ask is the gender discrimination at your workplace?
Oh,
Or I say is the gender
equality.
inequality lah.
Okay. So yes, at my workplace, there are some gender equality lah, but in my close circle, there's no gender equality because we treat all the same, women and men. We do not discriminate women, we do not discriminate men. So we treat everyone equal, so and both equal and respect lah.
Wow, I think it's very good lah because I heard that from some of my friends. They at their workplace they got some gender inequality.
Correct. I don't deny that. At other places, we can see that some people are a bit less interest in working women. Some discriminate working men. They say that men are lazy. Some say that women have too many MCs or cutis. Like that.
So that I think the respect is the very very important in the workplace lah.
Correct. Respect your seniors, respect your colleagues or somehow, whether they are women or men, we treat all the same lah. That is how it's supposed to be. That is code of conduct lah.
Okay, and later I will proceed to the next question lah.
Alright, sure.
Bro, I would like to ask a workplace could the woman take the role as a leadership or what, like your management, your manager, and a team leader?
Alright. So for your information, during at IKEA, I think about 40% lah. You can say 40% are women that take the role as leadership. And during at my job, I can see around almost 50% women that take the role of leadership. And I am very impressed that they can do a good job. I can say they can do a more better job than men during the leadership lah. How about you? What about your place?
Okay. As at the IKEA before, I think it's almost like you say lah. It's a 40% lah. I think it's a very good lah because I have worked together with them. Even though they have shown they are good leadership and they lead. They are leader lah, not the boss lah.
They lead by example lah.
Lead by example because the lead by example is also one of the value of IKEA lah.
Correct.
I think this is what I learned lah. I learned the most at the IKEA and I feel it's very good lah because and I read the article. Okay, the IKEA have promised that in 2022 they want to achieve 50% at any position like management and logistics or any department. I think this is a very good to the board lah. Because they lead by example and they also show an example to the other company lah. Because they want to show the 50-50. This is a very big challenge for me.
Correct.
Because
This is not easy.
50-50 is quite big, the percentage is almost equal.
Yeah.
I think this is very very good for the company to learn, other company to learn.
Yeah, the other company I think they can follow lah IKEA example.
Yeah.
By taking 50% of co-workers lah.
And now we will proceed to the next section which is the safety and healthy. The question I will ask about this issue lah.
Alright.
Okay, I would like to ask at your workplace had your employee to provide some equipment to make sure the safety of you at the workspace?
Alright. So I have worked in two companies.
Yeah.
That is big company lah. Before is the most current one. One of them is IKEA and now is Aero lah. The currently my position as junior electrical engineer.
Yeah.
So during I tell you more about the IKEA first.
Yeah.
So IKEA I think is they really provide good safety equipment lah. They really make sure that their worker are safe. They provide safety boots, safety vests, plenty of other things to ensure that the co-workers are very safe. But at my current job, it lacks lah a little bit. It lacks a little bit of safety lah because they don't provide. So we have to buy ourselves to make ourselves safe lah.
I think this is a very good thing lah for us to know lah, because the safety is very important mah. Safety is the priority mah.
Correct.
If we know what are the safety place and we cannot earn the more money and we cannot protect our life lah.
Yeah,
Most
correct.
important
Correct.
lah.
Our life is most important lah.
Okay, that's all for this question lah, and later we will proceed to the next question.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I would like to ask how the employer to make sure the workspace is always the safe.
Oh, if you ask me, I will tell you about my experience lah
Yeah.
in my both company lah.
Yeah.
So for me, employer they have to put one standardized working procedure lah
Yeah.
for the our I can say the co-worker to do their job.
Oh, like SOP lah.
Yeah, correct. Besides that, employer also have from time to time lah. I think they should do spot check or regular check on their co-workers lah. So other than that, they can also do like safety training during like IKEA. If you remember, that is one of the way lah.
Okay. Okay, and in your opinion, the health and safety is the responsibility of the company only lah, or what?
Or employer lah, do you mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so because the health and safety is actually at the workplace lah. It's actually the responsibility for everyone, including the co-worker and the employer, not just the employer only.
So that mean is when we see the thing that will the dangerous to others, so that we need to
Take action
take
lah.
action
Yeah,
lah.
correct. So if we things like that, we have to take responsibility ourselves lah. So, but you cannot just rely on the the employer or the management team lah. Things like that we have to take into our hands and also do it together lah to ensure the safety of all the people inside lah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And later we will proceed to the next part lah.
Yeah.
Which is the last part lah.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. Okay.
Here, I would like to ask what is the challenge to implement the code of conduct at the workspace
Oh, alright. So, challenge. There are many challenges lah. There are if you can bear with me, I can tell you a few lah.
Yeah.
So, the challenges that we face or I face lah during this is to follow the code of conduct is inconsistency, one of them, and impartiality in administering the code of conduct itself. Besides that, there are also inadequate education and orientation of employees. So I just share to you the basic point first, then I'll try to explain. Okay?
Yeah.
So other than that, lack of implementary and commitment in leadership. Besides that, there are also an availability of copies and code of conduct to staff lah. They don't supply the staff with code of conduct. Other than that, there are also ineffective and non-functioning. These are very important. Ineffective and non-functioning of reward and punishment system. So they don't, how do I say, they don't afraid or like the reward or afraid of the punishment.
Unfair lah.
Unfair, yeah, correct.
Oh.
And lack of enforcement lah. Lastly, lack of enforcement. Yeah, these are a few of the how do I say challenges to implement the code of conduct.
So that you think should all the company have their own code of conduct?
To me, yes. This is very important because all company should have their own code of conduct. Why? Because code of conduct is how do I say? They provide a moral compass. They provide a moral compass that can guide the co-workers to work from day to day in operation lah. Yeah, correct.
That's all for our interview lah. And before I end the interview section, I would like to ask Hideo to share some. Have you anything want to share to us?
Yeah, sure. For those who's watching or seeing this video, I really wish that we could implement the code of conduct in Malaysia lah. Because to me in Malaysia, there is very low of code of conduct. So if you could implement in our daily life, in our work, so we can improve in many aspect lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my last point lah. That's it.
I also agree lah. The Hideo say one there are many local company lah that don't have code of conduct lah. So that I think many local company, especially local company lah,
They should learn lah.
they should learn and create a better and safety workspace environment to the employee to the co-worker lah. I think
Correct.
Okay, that's all for the interview session. Thank you.
Thank you.